I am Sydney Garchik, the founder and president of MRK Partners.
My name is Hai Nguyen. I'm Director of Acquisitions at MRK.
My name is Tiffany Gresham, and I do branding and marketing for MRK Partners.
Elena Piro, I'm a project manager.
My name is Meredith Esri, and I'm the Chief Revenue Officer at MRK.
I'm Desiree Coles, and I'm the Program Services Coordinator for MRK Partners.
Hi, I'm Kathy Kohler, and I'm the Chief Operating Officer of MRK Partners.
I founded MRK in 2015 with the goal of creating thriving, inclusive communities throughout the country. We are a mission-focused organization that works to put our residents first in working to solve the affordable housing crisis throughout the country. We do both preservation and creation of affordable housing, mainly in California, Maryland, Virginia, and Florida.
My why is MRK and just doing good, right? So I always say that, we're focused in real estate, multifamily, and there's a business around that, right? But the byproduct of what we do is actually really good. And it's really hard to find a career that one would help you find, create a living for yourself and your family, and as well as have some impact into the job and into the world that you put 8, 10, 12 hours a day, and kind of seeing that impact on a day-to-day basis is a great thing to have. And that feel-good story, right? So everybody kind of tries to achieve that in life, I want to say, and it gives you a reason to kind of like wake up and do what you need to do. So that's why I kind of love it. The culture here is great. You have great people, friendly, just good, wholesome, just real people.
So one of my favorite things about MRK is definitely the culture. I feel like the culture is an incubator of some sort that allows you to try things and experiment and be as creative as you can. They definitely give you the power, if you will, to explore and grow within your role. I've worked in several different departments at MRK. I've been here for 6 years now, and they always trust me to do my very best in any role that I've been given, and that just makes me feel like my career is in my hands. I also feel very supported here. I also like that MRK is ever changing. I think at the root of what we do, we remain who we are. Like, our ultimate goal remains the same, but there's small pieces of MRK that continue to change. I will say that I feel very heard at MRK. If you feel that you can speak up or you use your voice to speak up, it's typically heard at MRK and taken into consideration, and I love that about the culture.
One project that I'm most proud of in my role so far is actually something that I came up with in my initial interview for my role, and it was to do resident needs assessment surveys throughout all of our sites, just so that we could get a better understanding of what residents are in need of, so that the programs and resources that we bring align with what residents want and need. Anywhere from food insecurity to just having social events with each other, so that way we can just plan accordingly as we go on through the years. Casa
Devon, it's a 20 unit elderly HAP contract asset that we purchased in 2019 in South Miami. We were able to do our substantial rehab on it, and as well as create additional amenities for the community there. One thing that we were able to include that I thought was really cool was telehealth for the residents there. So they're taking full advantage of that, and it's full amenity space that we did provide them. So that was a great one. That kind of tags into another value add that we were able to do on that site, was to be able to create Sol Vista, which is another, I think, 200 and some units, elderly low-income housing tax credit property alongside Casa Devon. as well. And I know that we recently had CO there and in lease up as well too. So I know the residents that has moved in so far is enjoying it. So those are, great impact there in that submarket of being able to rehab 200 some units and as well as create new affordable housing for that submarket, especially where we're seeing Miami, of how rental prices in Miami submarket is actually going crazy. So a lot of folks are actually transferring down to South Miami, and you're seeing rents increase there as well too. So we're able to kind of at least provide attainable housing for the most vulnerable, which is our senior population.
The most rewarding part of my job is creating safe, stable, and affordable housing for people in need, families in need, and then just having a great place for them to come home to. And not only is it modern and neat and clean, it's also that safe environment, and it contributes to the community development as well. So I really love that about my role.
At MRK, I'm in a position called Chief Revenue Officer. I run finance and asset management and a variety of other interesting positions. The thing I love most about my job is that I'm empowered to do it, that I prove out my theories, I create solutions, and the people that I work with say, yes, do that. And being empowered in your role is the highlight of my career.
I think the most rewarding part of my job is when we're able to go on site and actually see residents, interact with them, and when we're able to have different events or initiatives like the backpack distributions that we did, and some holiday things that we'll have coming up. And I think it's just really good for us to be able to have that face-to-face interaction with them, being able to interact with them, interact with the team on site, and just see the fruits of our labor and the impact that we're able to have on them.
It was surprising to me to realize that going to work every day could also lead to me helping people, helping where they're living, how they're living, and the services that they get. I was used to just handing numbers over to people and being done with it. And now I get to see how it impacts their lives and how we're actually helping change their living situations and hopefully their future for the better.
One of the things I learned early on in my career is there's no such thing as balance. Having even scales doesn't work. So I learned about harmony. It ebbs and flows, it goes up and down. Some days I'm a really great mom, some days I'm a really great friend, some days I'm a really great employee, but they don't always all happen on the same day.